All right, here we go. Here we go. We're going to start in
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
1.
1.
Tetris.
Ah, the Buko chants. Can't have a CTWC without those. All right. So let's go ahead and quickly go over our competitors. We have in the upper left corner our sophomore. We have a roller from the United States. And it's going to be their second CTWC. Bland, looking to make the gold bracket for the first time, was in the silver last year and did make it out of the first round. Yeah, and kind of, I would say that meme is, meme. Bland is kind of like not a rookie, but definitely the newer of the 4 players that we have.
Yeah,
up here.
a rising star, definitely.
And Bland has done some pretty amazing things. Has a 1.4 million PB. So definitely a strong player. Could score multiple max outs in this event. And hopefully they'll have a good time.
Yeah. And actually, speaking of Bland, slight misdrop there, but it's not too bad for them. So
And the T-spin made it a lot better too.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Very good flat burn.
Nice burn there from Bland.
Oh, was Kingsman watching that? That was beautiful. So.
Right under Bland, we have Brodendamp, otherwise known as Allen. Competed since 2020, I believe.
2019, actually.
Oh, since 2019, yeah. And competed in every year except for 2021 or in 2023, right? Now coming back for his 5th CTWC. And it looks like here has made it to the quarterfinals in 2020 and 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the top 8, right?
Yeah, top 8.
So
making it once in the online years, and then our first year back live made it to the quarterfinals. And kind of ran into the Arteaga brothers in each of those years. So
yeah, which, like, what can you do? What can you do about that?
Bit of a tough draw there.
And over on the online scene, Broden also pretty famous for having won 2 of the Masters events, which is, if people are not aware, that is the most prestigious online Tetris tournament. So that is a pretty big deal. Won 2 in 2020. So back when, like, it was all about, like, the tappers and stuff, it was so pretty impressive portfolio there for Broden.
And then also has a really old CTL win under his belt, but I mean, winning CTL Division 1 is not easy.
Yeah.
Unless your name is Blue Scooty, apparently.
Or like Dog.
Dog's won a few of those. But yeah, that's fairly impressive. I'll go to the top right corner, and returning for his 3rd consecutive year is Armstrong, a roller out of the U.S. with PB of 1,386,000. Went out in the round of 32 to Andy in 2023 and ran into Opox last year. So Armstrong looking to improve. Has won multiple of the lower tier tournaments, Futures, Hopefuls, and Community in CTM, and has been second in Challengers as well. So that's pretty cool. And then kind of a neat thing about his performance in the Classic Tetris League, which is kind of like you think of the Premier League, it's that kind of format where you play everyone in the division. And he's currently in Division 2, but the last 3 seasons he has done enough to get a playoff promotion in every season. If you haven't seen anything about CTL, that is not an easy feat, because that requires a lot of consistency. So
yeah, Armstrong is just on the brink of that top echelon, and hopefully this year we can see him break through.
Yeah, indeed. So looking at the scores, looks like both Bland and Brodendamp are on a bit of a run at the moment.
Bland
both over 500,000.
Yeah, Bland having to dig a little bit. Broden clean, so around the same pace.
Yeah, about 600,000 would be a good spot to transition here. Hydrant having a bit of a struggle this game, but this is certainly, for someone of his caliber, a maxable game, I would say.
And actually, speaking of Hydrant Dude, this is his. Oh my God!
He's done a lot.
I think this is wrong.
So this is. Oh, yeah, you're right. That is wrong.
So sorry, guys. This would be Hydrant Dude's 6th year.
Wow.
So long-time veteran. Competed in the COVID years, 2020 and 2021. Wasn't quite able to make it to the top 8. I believe getting to the top 16 though. So.
Yeah, he was in the grand finals, and as mentioned before they started, he did lose to Brodendamp, who's right next to him today. But he did eventually make the quarterfinals.
Yes. In 2022, finally made it to the top 8, and obviously lost to Eric. So who won that year? So that's just a tough draw for top 8.
Absolutely. So we got players in transition right now, and as I mentioned, he's also won a couple Masters events.
Most notably, got the first ever rollover 1.6 million in a competition game against Odin Logi.
Yes, Odin Logi.
Who, just sort of like an obscure player from back in the day.
Yeah. So I remember that match too. That was fun.
Yeah, me too. That was insane for the time.
Yes.
Everybody was freaking out.
Well, Broden's trying to make quick work of this first game here, and you can see Broden is not rolling today.
Yeah, still playing. It looks like Das, tap.
Yeah, it looks
something like that.
I actually can't tell. It looks like Das.
So, Broden showing us just insane skill with Das. Although, I also heard that he does kind of have an unconventional tap where he does tap with the Das grip.
Oh wow. Well, Broden getting close here. Has got 4 off right now. Bland about 5 and change. Hydrant's probably closer to 7 or 8.
And both of them are looking pretty good. So we could be seeing a lot of max outs here, not just on CT1, Classic Tetris main channel, but here on CT2 or Classic Tetris Archives.
Yep. 943 for Broden here.
Bland also in a little bit of a dig, but still very good pace. 852, only 150K away. Maybe 5 or 6 Tetrises.
Broden gonna have to worry about this board though, but Bland rather. Bland does
perfect.
Get a Tetris. Very nice. Broden is 1 off. It's gonna get set up.
Just
and
needs a long bar.
There's the bar. Ooh, but
doesn't get it.
Just takes a triple. And that'll do it. Brodendamp going to be on the board.
That is our first max out on the side station.
Indeed. And we might have another one in a few moments here. Hydrant unfortunately topping out at 853. But Bland is now 1 off. And it's set up. And
there it is.
Tetris. I can say boom Tetris here. There we go. We got 2 max outs on the board already. 1 from Broden, 1 from Bland.
So well done to both Bland and Broden.
Great starts.
And it looks like over on the main stage, Redshirt also got his first max out.
Yep. Redshirt and DMJ both on the board. And getting started pretty early here. I didn't see exactly when we started, but I imagine we're not. Okay, judging from chat, it was about 9 minutes ago. So getting that first max on the board fairly quickly is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Cassafras saying all the kids from 2020 are adults now.
Yeah, we've all grown up.
No kidding.
I guess I technically count because I was in high school when I first started playing Tetris. So we're all just we're getting into college. Some of us are graduating college, and yeah, but we still love this game so much. That's why we've been here for so long.
Yep.
Like Hydrant Dude being here since like 2020, Broden being here from 2019. So lots of veterans just still sticking around.
I played this game in high school too, back in the 90s. So there's that.
Tetris, like, is just kind of like a game that you can't really like ever leave at all. Like, you try your hardest, but like you always come back.
Always. And, you know, throughout the years, there's plenty of other Tetris variants out there, a lot of modern games. And I've probably played 90% of them at this point.
Yeah, no, so many options.
It's an addiction, that's for sure. And it's a good one.
Which actually, speaking of which, recently there was a new Tetris game that came out. Have you heard of Tetris the Grandmaster?
I have. As a matter of fact, I got that on release day.
Wow. So really, really early.
Yeah. The neat thing about Tetris the Grandmaster, of course, is it used to be an arcade game, but now you can download it on Steam and other platforms as well. So
you can just play from the comfort of your own home. You don't need like any like fancy equipment. I know like a lot of the other TGM players have to get all of that like crazy equipment just to be able to play.
Yeah.
And now you can just play from the comfort of your own home.
Yeah.
And so yeah, definitely check it out. And actually later today, there is going to be a tournament for Tetris the Grandmaster, the Absolute Eye. So please stick around at the end of the day, after the qualifiers, and if you want to see some just insane modern Tetris.
Yeah, it's a very fast game, and so it's a lot of fun to play, but it's very challenging. Hey, we got a Vitz from Hydrant. There we go. Armstrong has transitioned in the low 600s here. Trying to get a run going.
Mm-hmm. Pretty solid Tetris rate there. 73% Tetris rate. That is well more than enough.
Yes.
And to all the some people talking about how it's like that's sort of like James Chen's thing. Talking about Tetris rate, oh, that's like a little bit like haha funny, but like it is important. Oh, but Armstrong tops out.
Oh no, 634.
Really unfortunate there. Broden on a good run though.
Indeed. And we finally have our first max out showing. They don't have the ones from the main stage yet, but oh, Tyler, 981.
Oh, shoot. But the CT Classic Tetris 3 and 4 still shaking things up.
Indeed. And we're seeing that, I mean, those you can see those stats being updated live as we speak. Marfram is really going to be holding it down with that, doing a lot of data entry for the next, 7 hours?
Yeah.
Just
Shout out to
insane.
Marfram. Just has been putting in so much work into like getting all the stats, getting us just all the documents that we need to just make a really, really good show. So
Indeed.
Thank you so much to Marfram.
Broden on another run here, 531 with 3 Tetrises to go before the transition. Could still, I don't know if that's 600able at this point, but it's going to be upper 500s.
Yeah, but still pretty good pace. Would be a pretty solid transition, which surely he makes it, right?
Yeah, there's another Tetris. Yeah, this is a 600able game.
And there it is.
Boom, Tetris 602.
So, pretty hot game for Broden here. Let's see what he can do.
A bit of a burst there, but makes the best of it and only took 2 burns. We'll get a Tetris there as well.
And another one.
Wow, we got some noise from the side stations over there.
Probably a max out, something?
Maybe. That's a cool thing. It's like there's, it's not just CT1 and CT2. We have the third and fourth channel, and then we have a whole bunch of other stations that aren't even being broadcast where other players are playing live as well. So
yeah, we just have like so much talent that like we can't squeeze it all onto
Hydra,
four
no.
channels. Like, so like there'll just be random like max out players that show up on this leaderboard, and while they're not going to be on stream, you will definitely see them playing in the tournament.
Indeed. Brodendam trying to stay safe here, has a really good pace here on 22 for a max out.
Yeah, 768 for Broden, but that is not good.
Yeah, that was a bit rough, but he's got time to deal with this. I don't think this will slow him down too much.
Nice long
takes a
bar.
triple too.
Oh, just waiting on the long bar.
There's the bar. Boom Tetris. Brodendam 6 off right now. There's another one. Trying to find something to fill out the right side. He's going to have to take a burn. Gets it filled in, and boom Tetris. 877 into 25.
Yeah, only like 4 so Tetris away.
Oh, there's another one. 909. Broden looking for his second max of the day. 943.
Just 2 more. 1 more. Oh, wait, 2 more, actually.
952. All right. Set up again. There's the bar. Boom Tetris for Brodendam.
Now just a little bit away.
And there it is. Number 2
for
for
Broden.
Brodendam. There we go. So Brodendam will get a share of the lead with the red shirt, who also just maxed. Of course, it's an early lead, but you can see he's going right back in. Brodendam can keep maxing like this. He could have a surprisingly high seed.
Yeah, like at this rate, it could be like maybe like at least more than 10.
Yeah.
Maybe even like a lot of people were talking about like what's the number of max outs that you can get, and like I think a lot of people agreed that like the highest would probably be like 18 or something. And
Yeah, I feel like there's only going to be like a small number of people that would try to go for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely think we'll see a number of people go for that. It's not going to be something that players will shy away from.
So let's see what these players can do here.
Bland is back into transition 533, but it's getting droughted pretty hard here. But this is great drought management.
30
Still going.
Still going. And they're finally the long
Tetris.
bar.
Wow, 36-piece drought.
Yeah, that is not very good for Bland for their chances here. But gonna try to make the best of everything.
Well, they'll have to start making up for that a little bit, but I'd say Bland has a pretty decent pace, 631 here on 23. We'll get another Tetris there, so he's going to have to play a little aggressive, but doesn't need to go perfect.
And also to the right of Bland, Armstrong at 560, trying to finally get a first max out on the board. Looking pretty sharp right now. But has a bit of a long bar dependency. Gets the long bar.
Triple.
It's going to be good.
Should be all right. Brodendam been a little bit of a situation here.
Yeah. Don't know if it's a weird like capture issue or if it actually like looks like that. It looks like it probably just looks like that, which is but gets out of that like really quickly.
Oh,
Really
nicely
well done.
And will open up the right side. Just needs a bar now. Meanwhile, Bland 807 at a Tetris go to 840, and another one to go to 873. 4 to go for Bland. A little bit of a drought coming in, but they are making progress on the stack. Fills in the dependency first, and boom, Tetris 909. And there's another Tetris, just needs 2 more.
Doesn't necessarily have to do it on the level 19 speeds. Could potentially get 1 Tetris on the kill screen.
But they are set up, and there it is. Boom, Tetris for Bland.
Max out number 2 for Bland.
There we go. Well done.
And
so Bland will join Broden Damp and
but
Redshirt, and
Armstrong.
now DMJ. Oh, Armstrong 819.
really unfortunate double flips there. It's going
Yeah.
to top out. Oh, really unfortunate there.
Probably want to get that kicker up there.
Yeah, but
There's-
like really was gunning for that max out.
Yeah, definitely would have wanted the max out. But 819 is not a terrible kicker either. So
just it looks like that's probably not what he wants.
no,
Like
needs.
he wants those max outs.
Yeah, we still got a bit of time here. It's a 2-hour qualifying session.
Oh,
So
all weekend long, and of course, I can't foresee what's going to happen, even though.
So yeah, I think we got about, I don't know, an hour 40-ish left.
The narratives that have been built up over the past 2 weeks, she's given up a lot.
And Hydrant on a bit of a run, 679. We'll get a touch to go to 706. He'll be looking to try to get on the board here.
oh my God, that dirty Tetris for Broden. What the heck?
But
It's
a great
gonna
cleanup here.
stay alive? Question mark.
All right. All right, that works. And Broden gets the bar and is out of it. Boom, Tetris.
Boom.
Armstrong going to be taking a bit of a break, it looks like. But, yeah, hopefully he'll be back quickly. Hydrant 774.
So definitely could get the max out before the level 29 speeds.
Yes. But not if this drought keeps going. Okay, finally, there's
There we go.
there's
Okay,
the bar.
200K away. Just
Takes a triple, and then boom, Tetris, 853. It's about 5 off.
which
Another Tetris.
Broden tops out at 553, so is not going to get the back 3 max outs, but still a pretty solid kicker for Broden.
Yep, and just restarted, didn't even take the kicker there. Of course, he's probably going to have a stronger kicker within the next hour
Yeah,
and change.
yeah, for sure. Hydrant
Hydrant 951.
2 away, but okay.
That's all right. That's all right.
Perfect. Where's the long bar though?
Yeah, bar is taking its sweet time.
Okay,
Gets the
there's
bar as the
one
Tetris,
bar.
997.
One more.
And
There we
boom,
go.
Tetris.
Hydrant, first max out on the board.
There we go. And Hydrant will move up into. It's not third because DMJ's second isn't up there yet, but definitely at least top 5.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Armstrong is back and ready to go. Hopefully we'll see some good maxes out of Armstrong. We've already seen some great pacing.
Yes.
Now we just got to get the conversions.
Yeah, and hopefully in the next hour and a half, we can see a lot of max outs from Armstrong.
Yeah.
Like anything can happen in the next hour or so. Like we've seen players start off really slow, but just come back and get like 10 max outs in like the next in like an hour or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who it was I saw. I think it was Rhubarb that did that last year on on CT3 on the qualifying session. Just had a horrible first half, but then just kept maxing in the second half and ended up in gold with room to spare.
Yeah. So again, like a slow like few minutes does not mean it really does not mean anything.
Not at all. And Bland is having another good game here. 461 at 104. Could be a 600 transition. It's pretty early for the other players as well.
Bland probably the closest right now at 480. So pretty good start. 72% Tetris rate. Pretty strong start, but oh, that is not good.
That is ugly. Gets a piece over.
Oh, but
And Bland gets the right side open. Boom, Tetris.
just the right amount. All the long bars helps them save that board, and they're gonna stay alive for another day.
And Bland is a player I see do things like that fairly often. When things go wrong, Bland is proficient at getting out of them at the top of the board. So Bland going in at 565.
So still with a solid score into transition.
Yeah, 70% Tetris rate, more than enough.
Really good recovery there.
Something interesting so far is that we haven't seen anyone need 29 yet.
Yeah, it looks like all of them have been able to finish it out before level 29.
Yeah.
Which you'd expect with like the advent of like rolling and stuff, like people will be playing on those 29 speeds, but it turns out like just sort of playing, getting all the touches before level 29 is sort of what you need.
Yeah, and I think that's what we've been kind of seeing in the last year and change is kind of a shift from really figuring out how to play 29 to being a little more efficient before then.
Yeah. If I don't know if any of you have seen the recent Game Scout video.
Yes.
Where he covered something exactly like that. Like people, like despite rolling and like being able to play on 29, people still do care about sort of that like early efficiency, trying to get like as many touches as possible, going perfect until the max out, and like so we're gonna be seeing players doing that here. Even Scooty, for example, know him as the Game Crasher, but also got the first ever perfect level 19 max out.
Yeah, 41 Tetrises is all he needed, and a few pushdown points
Yep.
to get it done.
So so we're gonna see some like top level just play before level 29,
Ah,
which is gonna be super exciting.
yes. And just, of course, as this tournament goes deeper and deeper, Saturday and Sunday, we're gonna see some amazing Tetris. We always do, and it's very exciting to see what's gonna happen this year.
And actually, meanwhile, Bland at 846 on level 25.
Yes, another efficient game here.
Gunning for another max out. Currently at 2, so definitely gonna put them up there
Yes.
with this max out if they get it.
There's another Tetris, 920, level 27, only needs 2 and change. And this would move them up into a tie, I believe, with DMJ.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, good pieces
Come on.
there. There's the
yes.
bar. There's another Tetris.
One Tetris. Just needs one more.
Little early bar.
Come on.
I know you got another one in there. Where's the bar?
Please don't drought them. Please.
Come on, where's the bar?
Where is it?
Oh my God, takes the double.
What is this
What
drought?
is this drought is horrible. Gets the
There's
bar
the
over
bar.
for the Tetris. Bland with number 3
Just
on the day.
gets that bar all the way to the right. Oh my God. That was one of the most insane finishes
Oh.
for a max out. Oh my god.
Really had to roll that fast to the right. That was
Yeah.
There was little room for error there.
Like, I've been playing this game for a while, and that still scared me.
Yeah, they were trying to take burns too, but that first burn that they took made the right side higher, the column 9 higher than column 8, and it's really hard to burn from that position without going even higher.
Yeah, exactly. And so just being able to survive that, sort of like handle that situation is just, it is just bonkers. Everybody's just so good at Tetris nowadays.
Yep.
Like,
And, we were talking about Bland getting 3, Brodendamp
but
looking for 3 as well, but that miss drop is going to hurt.
still, okay, it looks like Broden has switched to rolling, so gonna try to use that to his advantage and get out of this as quickly as possible.
Indeed.
Probably does not want to play on the level 29 speeds for that max out.
Oh my goodness, this is getting higher and higher. I can kind of see him shaking his head a little bit,
And
but he's getting some good pieces here.
those are, oh my god,
Dirty Tetris!
that Tetris for Broden.
6 rows.
Oh my god, misses one bar and gets the next
My
one.
goodness.
This is a nail biter.
Yeah, this is going to be close because he's still got to clean this up. Might require 29. Like, if he can get this cleaned up in record time, could still have a chance to get it done, but still needs 4 Tetrises here.
Yeah. And it's looking more and more like he needs some like level 29 play for
Okay,
that.
here we go. 1 burn for 4 Tetrises.
Come on. Okay, just tapping
Okay,
those
good,
pieces
good.
to the left.
But
Needs a
that's
bar.
not good. Okay.
Okay, gets a
goes
bar.
up for Tetris 913. Let's see how he chooses to close out this transition to 29 because we
No.
are going to need 29 here.
Yeah, gonna need that level 29 play. Probably gonna switch to rolling here.
Yeah, it's already doing so.
Setting up at center well.
There's
Gets
the
it.
Tetris 954. He's going
And
for one more. This is
come
a
on.
little dangerous. Let's see what happens. There's the bar.
There's
the
the bar.
Tetris 990.
Needs a little bit more.
He's going to try to line this out.
7.
997.
Please.
98.
98. Not a
There
million.
it is. Brodendamp.
Clutches out the max out on level 30.
There we go.
Wow. Oh,
That-
and
that
actually,
was such an aggressive
no,
entry
okay.
into 29.
Look at
too.
Hydrant. Look at Hydrant.
Now Hydrant 910,
He's going
now
in.
on 29.
He's also got a tough task ahead of him. Still needs 70 or 80,000 points.
Yep. Can line this out. If I recall correctly, there is no double kill screen in qualifying,
So, yeah, people can just play.
but
He has all the time in the world.
he's not going to need it either. 934, that's at most, what, 4 levels, 5 levels?
Yeah, one Tetris actually would even, like, be really good for him.
We'll see what he chooses to do here. Of course, he is still searching for his second max.
Just
955. Armstrong also on a run here. Level 26, 857.
so we might be on the verge of 2 more max outs.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is Hydrant
Okay.
setting up?
No, just burning that down. There we go. 983. Armstrong 892. Armstrong set up. Boom Tetris for Armstrong 926.
Hydrant just needs a little bit more. 992.
992. The 95.
7.
97. 98. There it
Max
is. Hydrant.
out. Max out for Hydrant.
Level 34. And Armstrong getting close as well.
Just needs one more.
We'll see how he chooses to get this set up. Looks like just going to go with a traditional right well. And his setup just needs the bar. There it is.
There we
Boom
go.
Tetris for Armstrong.
First max out for Armstrong. The last of these 4 players to max out, but definitely not the least. Not the least at all.
Yes. Armstrong going to be going for more. As we still have plenty of time in this first qualifying session. Probably around an hour 25 or so. Hydrant giving us all the bits today.
Yeah, Vitz is just trendy now.
Yep.
It's the new hip thing in the Tetris community. Like
I've even fallen into it. I'm doing them all the time too. I try to do them in puzzles and get them wrong. You know,
yeah.
it's the trendy thing at the moment.
Uh-huh. I mean, it can be good for your stack sometimes. Like in certain situations, sometimes the Vitz is what you need. So,
Yeah.
you never know.
All right. Bland, just
Ooh.
another high transition game here.
Wow.
Having trouble finding a way to build out that left side, but gets a bar to bring that down.
Looks like there's a couple of maxouts heading over on CT3 and CT4.
Yeah.
So
Interesting to see who comes up. I see one for Shake, one for Tyler. So far, that's it on the
but
far stations. But
But we'll see in a little bit. Oh, that's another max out.
yeah, all kinds of maxes happening. Level 19, a bit of a mess here for Bland. But is going to be able to get the bar, and we'll bring this down. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful for Bland.
Yeah, Bland already has 3 max outs.
Yeah, so a top, kind of like looking like a top contender, probably gonna get that like round 1 bye.
Perhaps,
Yeah.
if this keeps going.
But we'll have to see.
Yeah, it's a little early because of, as you mentioned, it's not only is it easy to start weak and finish strong, it's easy to do it the other direction too. And that's what the players are going to be looking to avoid, because 2 hours, it's a long time to be playing Tetris.
Yeah. Like,
you know?
like having done these quals, like it's exhausting. Like it really drains you after like even like 30 minutes. It's like
Yeah.
after 30 minutes, like I'm just like, I need to keep going. I need it, but like I'm so done. I'm so done with this. Like,
But you can't.
yeah, I got to keep playing.
Yeah.
Like we got to just keep at it, and that's probably what these players are probably going to be thinking too. It's like, just can this be over already?
Yeah. And of course, we have a couple veterans here, as mentioned. Bronedamp and Hydrant have done this many times now. They
But-
know what it takes.
But some of the players at the top, like Bland or Armstrong, a little bit newer to the scene, so maybe not as experienced with this sort of long qualifier.
Nope.
So we'll have to see how they sort of like handle this.
I see Bland play a lot on like Tetris Wars, and Tetris Wars is also a 2-hour event, but you're not playing consistently like this.
Yeah, this is just like nonstop, no breaks,
Yes.
no like. I know.
I mean, you can
got-
take a break, but the time will count against you if you.
Yeah. Which we might actually see here.
Ooh, the double
Oh
flip.
my god. It is not fatal, but it's going to have to burn a couple of... Wait. Is that...
All right.
Is Bland going to get out of that?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no. 19 lines to get this down.
Does have kill screen to be able to do it, but that is a...
Oh, that's a bad miss.
That is a bad right now.
Bland does not have a kicker yet, so you still want to squeeze every point possible out of this. But this does not look
Oh,
like it's
great
going to go
burn.
far into 29 unless we have some incredible kill screen play.
Yeah, 2 lines to go, and that board is so high up. Just, I don't know what they can do.
I like how they filled out the left right beforehand.
Oh,
Good, can't
misses
get
the
the bar
bar.
over.
Ugh.
904. Still a very good kicker. Get that hand raise, get that kicker on the board.
Yeah, really strong kicker for
Yeah.
Bland. And even still, a lot of time left, so could get a lot more maxes too.
Indeed. And if the leaderboard is current, that will propel them into the lead over Redshirt.
Yeah.
So certainly being at the top of the table is not a bad place to be, even though it is just the first qualifying round.
No, for sure. Also, Hydrant with a pretty good game.
549 right now. 63% Tetris rate, so he's got some work to do, but certainly in his wheelhouse to get done. And as we saw, if he needs to take it deep, he can do that.
Yes, for sure. And that's what he did last game. Made it all the way to level 35 to get that max out. So, like, he has all the time in the world. Probably wants to get it early though, because you want to be able to squeeze as many max outs as possible, but could keep playing on those 29 speeds if, for example, like something goes not his way.
Yeah, and so far this has not been going his way. This is a bit of a mess to be cleaning up. But it's getting it done.
For sure.
It's going to open up that left side.
Yeah,
Are we going to see a left well here? No, just gets it back over to the right.
Very, very strong. Very, very smart there for Hydrant. Oh, not the best board right now for...
Good tuck there, but misses the 5-tap left. Does get the bar down. 655. We're seeing a bunch of misdrops all of a sudden.
Yeah, maybe it's like the fatigue maybe starting to set in here.
Possibly, but is bringing this down. I feel like as long as he can bring this down and get this board under control, there's always going to be a chance to max out this game.
Yeah. Like, level 29 is just sort of his playgrounds. Like, he has all the time in the world to just go singles, doubles, triples for that max out.
Now, obviously, you want to not rely on that and get as much done earlier as possible, but you know, when you have a game like this, sometimes it's unavoidable.
Yeah. So
this is interesting here.
Probably going to want to play a little bit safe. Just try and not have a dire situation on the 29 speeds. Just be able to keep playing. And
I think he went for a spin there and didn't have the piece over far enough.
Let's see what he can do here. But that is a little bit dire. Gonna need like a long bar or something.
Something has got to show up here as we got a drought. Missing the tuck there. Double flip at the top of the board. This is kind of spiraling as we're getting closer and closer to 29. But he's trying to get this cleared. And this should be playable into 29 here at this point.
But that score, 700K, needs 300,000 points on the kill screen.
Oh, no. Okay, gets the bar.
But gets it. Thank God.
760 into 29.
Needs something over to the left, though.
And there goes the
Gets
J.
it. Needs a long bar, I think.
Come on. Where is
it?
bar?
Gets
Great
that piece of...
burn there.
No, but...
but this is a 5-tap. That's going to do it. So 771. He already has a better kicker, so it's just going to go ahead and try it again.
Yeah.
So looking at the other games here, Armstrong getting pretty close to 19. Looking to have 500,000 pretty easily. Brown's been doing a couple resets on 18, trying to find another good game.
Yeah, and definitely has a shot of getting that max out before the 29 with this, if he keeps this up.
Yep.
So we'll have to see what happens.
Yep. It looks like Redshirt has regained the lead. DMJ also up at 4 maxes, so looks like Aoife's on the board with a max.
Draco too.
Draco on the board.
So max
Tyler with 2.
Yeah, max outs left and right.
Yes, indeed. Armstrong surviving that drought, still going.
Still going very strong.
Bland also having a fairly strong game here. Not quite the 600 pace that we've seen in previous games, but still very, very
Yeah.
strong.
Still very, very possible to get a max out.
So Bland will bang down that Tetris. Armstrong also with the Tetris. 685 for Armstrong. On level 22. Lots of time.
Now up to crosses the 700K mark. And another Tetris. Does have to burn a little, but not the end of the world.
Yeah, we're only on level 23. This is a very good score for 23. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. 779 into 24. 24 is where Tetrises start scoring 30,000 points and higher. Bland into 19.
563. So, pretty solid score. All basically, yeah, pretty solid score all around.
Yeah. Armstrong with a lot of time. Has 815. Bangs down that Tetris for 846.
Oh, doesn't
missed
get that
for
bar
tap
over.
there. We'll get one over that. That's just a roller moment.
But not fatal.
Not at all.
Nope. And now within 100K, so has just a lot of leeway here in the last few lines.
Oh, are we going to... Okay. Just
No,
going to fill it
yeah,
in. Yes.
very smart.
77,000 points needed. That is 2 Tetrises and change. Ooh,
Oh, but
that's an
that
overtap.
misdrop isn't going to be Tetris ready.
Yeah, and because of where that was, that's essentially 2 Tetrises lost, but still only needs 2.
Yeah. And also, again, don't count out the level 29 speeds. You can just eke it out on those 29 speeds. It is not over once you reach the kill screen.
Well, he may not need 29 with this setup.
But
Oh, no!
No, but
No!
no!
Oh!
Armstrong.
Great kicker, but not what you're looking for there.
No. Really
Wow.
wanted to get that setup, but just missed the tuck there. Got it too early, and oh my god. That must be so devastating.
Ah, that hurt me to watch. Yikes.
Yeah, Armstrong just looks kind of a little defeated there.
Yeah, but just, you got to shake that off and keep
Uh-huh.
going. There's
Still
You know,
got
there's-
lots of time, so definitely can just pick things back up.
like games in a 2-hour span. Games like that are going to happen.
Yeah,
And
like
if you can shake it off and come back, get some more maxes, then it won't even matter.
and that's what's important here. But also, to the left of Bland, to the left of Armstrong,
Bland is
Bland,
one off,
one
yeah.
more. Could even just like get a few triples too. Oh, nice tuck.
And there it is.
And there it is.
Boom, Tetris for Bland.
Max out number 4 for Bland.
And Bland back into the lead. So, max out number 4. We still have about an hour 15, well, hour 10 left.
Yeah, Bland is on fire today.
Yeah, this has been some great Tetris from Bland.
Yeah. This is kind of intimidating me a little. Like guys, can you stop? No. You guys got to play like the best you can, but like this is just so crazy to see. Everybody's gotten so good. Like not like you always say
Yeah.
like, oh, this year's going to be better than last, but like whereas like it's going to be like the peak of Tetris, and then it's just like you always blow it out of the water every year.
Every year it has gotten better. I don't think there's been a single exception going all the way back to 2010.
No, not at all. Everybody's just been improving,
Yep.
getting
And
all of the scores.
speaking of improving, Hydrant with a great game going here, 550, and still has 4 Tetrises to possibly get here, but there we go. There's a Tetris, 573.
That 79% Tetris rate, that is just pretty insane. And just gonna cross the 600K mark before level 19.
Yep, 620 into transition. Hydrant banging down a Tetris immediately has 644. Broden also trying to get a game going after having a pretty hot start. Broden's been kind of cooling off a bit, but looking to regain that form.
And still got an hour left, so a lot of time. Just Hydrant looking pretty clean right now. Gonna cross the 700K mark, probably into level 21.
Oh, man, yeah.
Which in like high, well, not high intellectual, but like a bit more fancy terms, this would be probably around like 1.2 million pace into 29, something
Yeah.
like that.
This is a very nice pace to have.
Yeah, or like in terms of max outs, gonna look like probably like a
25, 20,
26,
yeah, somewhere in there.
27 max out, which
27 if you're playing it safe.
yeah, but definitely 26, maybe even 25 possible.
818 into 23. We'll get a Tetris.
And at this point, kind of has all the time in the world. So even if something happens, like, still has a lot of runway left.
But he's already
100,000 points.
3 and very little change.
Yeah. Oh my God, Broden barely survives
yeah.
that. Very
right
well
side,
done.
very high here, but does get things filled in, and we'll get this down.
And Hydrant 2 away, but those are not the right pieces to be getting at
Okay.
this time.
Where's the bar? Good.
Oh no, but
Very
that bar
good there.
comes a little too. Oh no,
Okay. Now things are a little spicy.
like can just burn this down, but like he has to survive this,
Yes.
and this is just not easy to survive at all, even like
Feel
with
like-
faster speeds.
I feel like he's got this, though. Like, this doesn't look like a terrible dig. And there he goes. He's starting to clear it down.
Yeah, oh my God, just showing us that wonderful, just rolling, stacking, that sort of the marriage.
Great patience. And now has the right side open, and that's would finish it off.
There we
Boom,
go.
Tetris for Hydrant.
Hydrant with
Number 3.
max number 3.
And then we have DMJ back on top again. DMJ has been on fire.
Yeah, doesn't even have a kicker yet.
Yeah.
And also has been playing level 19 starts, so it's already going as fast as possible.
Indeed.
Like, Bland's doing their best to sort of like keep up with that, and actually has been doing pretty well, so like can't really count them out.
Yes, Bland has been playing very strong. And if they can keep this up through the entire session, it's going to be a pretty nice placement, I would think.
Yeah, definitely
934 for Broden Damp here.
2 more would do it.
Very clean board right now. It's just taking the burn. Kind of like you get that Spidey sense when you feel like there's going to be a drought and you just start burning.
That is a little bit,
Should be all right. Set
Okay,
up again.
but
No,
that is getting
that's
up
bad.
high.
Oh, no.
no.
Trying to
and-
roll switch right at the end, and it just wasn't enough.
Oh no. But that is going to be a very strong kicker for Broden.
Yes.
Just probably not what he wants right now.
But getting that strong kicker can be very helpful.
But that max out, again, like, that's what all these players are gunning for. Like, we can see Broden just sort of, like, upset that you didn't get the max out.
Yep.
So, like...
Because that's kind of how the scoring is biased towards the max outs. So
Yeah.
you want to get those max outs, but you can't... You also can't... Unless you're getting, like, 16, 17, 18, you can't really ignore your kicker.
Yeah. No, for sure. But, like, it is, like, that is what people have in mind is, like, I want to get those max outs. I want to get those max outs. So, definitely very good, but Broden probably wanting to just be able to close it out. Oh, Bland.
Ooh, well, that's going to be tough.
That is going to be very tough.
Oh, my God.
Beautiful.
What beautiful pieces. Gets the bar. Boom, Tetris for Bland.
Bland is staying alive.
Bland can do no wrong right now. Oh, that's not of it.
That is not of it.
Jasmine, look away.
Oh, no. He's going to be able to burn out of that, but...
There we go. Good cleanup.
There's a lot of commotion on the side stations.
Yeah, I'd love to find out whose that was.
It's looking like it's Tyler who got another max out. So, Tyler just sneaking onto the leaderboard.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that's got to be Tyler.
Yeah, that is, yeah. Like, don't count out Classic Tetris 3 and Classic Tetris 4.
Yeah, definitely keep eyes on them. They have strong players as well, and some of them might surprise you.
Oh, that is a weird double flip for Bland. Still has a lot of time to burn out of this, but that is... another double flip.
Yeah, Vic. Looks like we got. Oh my God!
$1 million on the dot for
Cheesefish
Cheese.
just got $1 million even into 29. That's amazing.
That is insane. That is really insane.
638 for Bland here on 22, though. So really looking to punch their ticket into gold. I was going to mention, Bland wasn't the only one in silver last year. Tyler was as well.
Yes.
And he ended up going all the way to the finals. He got swept by Bendy, but if you ask him, he won.
Yeah. But
I
like,
mean,
and I believe Armstrong too, right? No, Armstrong was gold.
Armstrong was gold, yes.
So Bland's definitely making a statement here. Probably gunning for not just getting into gold, but also just avoiding playing in round 0.
Yeah, looks very possible the way that they're playing. This one's a bit of a slower game than the previous one. It's just bordering that 60% Tetris rate right now.
But
so a lot of work to do,
but definitely possible.
Yes, another Tetris. Like 805 at 25 is still within range before 29. Hydrant getting wrecked by a 40 drought right now. 45 pieces for Hydrant there. But Bland's still going 843, trying to clean up that right side. Didn't quite get the T-lift in. There's the bar for the Tetris, 890. This should be 3 more.
Yeah. Just 3 and maybe a little bit more.
Maybe a couple lines afterwards. Or beforehand, either way. There's one. 930. There's another 965, and this will be enough.
Yeah, one would do it here.
Into 29.
There it
is. Boom, Tetris for Bland.
Maxed out number 5 for Bland.
Bland just playing out of their mind right now.
Yeah, even ahead of Redshirt, who's on the main stage. So, CT2 making a statement here.
Indeed. Whoops. So it looks like we got just about 1 hour left. So,
So sorry, 7-Page Wilson, about that. Ronkley's laptop just keeps like turning off, so we're like the chat is just sort of like sporadic here. So sorry about that.
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to shout out Wilson? Hi, Wilson.
Yeah, hi Wilson.
Wilson, a well-known savior of Tetris over in the Classic Tetris Wars universe. So Hydrant on another run, 756. Another thing that I was actually going to mention this before we had games going. Someone was asking about having pronouns on the screen, and that's not something that we have done, but I can say that Bland, they, them, everyone else, he, him. So
Yeah.
There you go.
And actually, it is on our sort of like stats little sheet.
Mm-hmm.
They do have the pronouns there, so it would definitely help. But I think we'll just make do with sort of what we got.
Hydrant with the column 3 Vits there. In the middle of trying to dig this down. 866, level 25, but a mess of a board at the moment. But it's cleaning it up in no time flat.
Yeah. Beautiful dig. And there's another Tetris.
Yes.
901 for Hydrant. It just feels like he's always just on that crazy, crazy pace. Oh, actually,
I guess something happened on CT4.
that could be Aoife, which
Yeah, Aoife's got a second max up there.
yeah. As you can see up there, there's also a lot of other players that you might not recognize. For example, Aoife, who has, I believe, a 1.2, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of strong competitors here. It is not just the main stage and side stage. Everybody has a shot of making it big here.
Yep. I'm seeing Shake up there with 2. That's kind of cool.
Uh-huh. Yeah, everybody. Draco and Poyo with 1. And max out for Hydrant.
There
That
it
is number 4.
Hydrant with 4 will join just Bland so far. Actually,
Wait, Bland is at 5.
Bland's at 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bland's at 5.
It's not updated yet.
Yeah. Currently second.
So Hydrant will pass over Brodendamp and Tyler. Will he? Yeah, Tyler's at 3. So
Broden on the verge of another max out too.
884. He's trying to shake off that 947 from earlier.
Oh, gets that T all the way to the left.
Very nice. Gets a bar. There's a Tetris. 929. Trying to get things set up.
Oh,
there we
okay.
go.
Beautiful. Come
20-piece
on.
drought here. It's not the time game.
Come on.
It's not the time game.
What is this drought? Everybody
There we
just
go.
keeps it getting droughted.
And set
there
up,
we
and we'll hit the bar.
go.
Boom, Tetris for Brodendamp.
That is max number 4 for Brodendamp. Well done. Oof. Really good finish there for Broden. Well done. And okay, now Broden starts another game. We got a little bit of time. Someone in the chat mentioned, I heard you need 7 max outs to safely qualify for the gold bracket. And I was wondering, what do you think the cutoff for gold will be?
I think it's going to be a little lower than that. I'm thinking very high 5, maybe a low 6. And the reason being is because we have a lot of first-timers here.
Yeah,
That are going to be qualifying, and while they have the potential to do that, having the potential and showing up for your first tournament, 2 different things.
Yeah.
So, might be a little,
But
it just depends on how the newcomers will deal with the pressure. But, if you were to take it just off potential alone, then, 7, 8 maybe would even be a frightening number to consider.
Yeah.
But
And it looks like a lot of these players are going to be getting 7 or 8. And we have a lot more players coming up. the competition this year is just really, really stiff. So,
Yeah.
like, personally, I think it probably will be 7. 7 and maybe a little bit more. Maybe not too much higher than that. But, I would not be surprised if it was, like, even, like, 9 even.
Man, if it was 9, I would lose my mind.
But
9 is crazy.
But like the competition is stiffer this year. We have players like Bland just making it up there to the top seeds. It's just,
Ooh, Bland.
oh,
This is not fun.
I'm so sorry.
Wait, was that a commentator curse?
Yeah, sorry. I would like to issue an official apology to Bland. I have commentator cursed you. But I will not say anything more because I think if I commentate,
But it's your job to say something.
wait, that's good. Okay, good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
Well, when they watch this back, they'll be able to hear my official apology in a lot more detail.
Oh, yes. Oh, that looks like a party over there. Seeing some friends over there. Corian, Green Tea, and I think is that Scythe? Might be. So.
Yeah. Looks like the sort of like the Japanese crew is
Yeah.
over there by the TGM stations, right?
Yeah. They're going to be doing some Japanese commentary for that as well. So
Yeah,
Look
pretty
forward to that.
exciting. And also qualifying too. Like we're going to be seeing the return of just 2 legends into the World Championships, which is
yeah,
like that is going to be so fun. Just
cannot wait to see how they perform. Here we go, Armstrong 504 into 19, just at a 60% Tetris rate. Keep this rate up, and very likely we'll have a max.
but does have to burn a few lines, so maybe gonna have to play a little bit of catch up going forward a little bit.
So far, so good. We'll get the bar. Boom Tetris 541. And we're seeing Brodendamp and Hydrant getting going here. Hydrant a little bit behind pace right now, 400 with only 2 Tetrises to go.
But
Brodendamp faring quite a bit better, 462.
but like
and another 20
again,
lines.
don't count him out because he got one of his max outs on level 35.
Yeah,
So
if,
has kill screen.
if Hydrant gets into kill screen cleanly, anything's possible.
Yeah.
This is a little scary though.
Where is the long bar? What drought?
Gets a bar, but
What a drought!
can't really do much with it. Now with that misdrop square, needs another bar now.
Oh,
we'll
but
get it for
gets
the
it.
dirty Tetris.
Oh my God! Thank goodness.
Wow. And another bar showing up to save this game.
But that's gonna slow him down a lot, which, like, that's gonna make his level 29 task a lot tougher.
Yep.
Oh, he's gonna get clean, but oof.
He's going to have to go fairly aggressive if he wants it before 29. We'll see how he plays. We'll get a couple Tetrises there. Meanwhile, Armstrong on top, almost 700,000 on 24. Still going here. Bland going to take a
A little bit
momentary
of
break
break.
here.
Armstrong having to burn a little, so it's gonna make his task a lot tougher. Probably
Yeah.
gonna need some of that.
Oh, no. Maybe a controller issue going on here. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That is unfortunate. So 745 won't be enough. So meanwhile, Hydrant on 24 at only 666. Gonna have to
But
have a strong second half to post here.
But looks like he is picking up the pace a little bit. So, like, if he just plays perfect, could still get it before level 29. Like,
Yes.
anything's possible.
And Tetris rate doesn't tell the whole story. Like, if you don't get a whole lot of Tetrises before 24 and then you get a whole bunch after, that's going to be worth more than getting a whole bunch before and nothing after. So,
Yeah, that matters a lot more. And it looks like Hydrant knows this. So he's just going for Tetris after Tetris on these speeds, knows that, like, the early game, like, early on, it's not the end of the world. Because if you can just keep playing at the very end, like he's doing now, like,
ooh.
you can easily just catch up.
Sorry, I was just looking at Broden's board. It's 806, but this board is in shambles at the
Oh
moment.
my god.
Hydrant
Come
getting
on.
droughted at the wrong time here.
Oh my god, no.
Oh, come on.
No.
Oh, can't get the pieces over.
No.
So Broden's going to top out at 811, but Hydrant's still going here. Is going to need 29.
Yet again, so this will be another shot for Hydrant to get that max out on the 29 speeds.
And is starting a lot cleaner, too. 920 into 29. And here comes the singling and doubling.
And like he did in that one game, in that last game that he got the max out, probably just going for singles, doubles, triples,
Yeah.
not really going for Tetrises. Doesn't want to risk topping out early for this.
And he went in and at a low 900, so that only means it's going to be like 5, 6 levels, something like that.
Yeah, so definitely not the hardest task, but still going to have to concentrate for this. And those pieces are, those are not
Yeah.
great pieces, but is it making good work of them? So
So 971 still has a little bit to go here.
983 now for Hydrant.
Yeah, we're probably with a level right now. 989,
990,
a level 34,
3, 4, 6,
97,
7, 8,
98.
and there it is.
Hydrant doubles in.
That
That'll
is
be his 5th max out.
5th max out. Just a little bit behind Bland right now.
And DMJ and Redshirt have just taken off. They're at 7 and 6 each.
Yeah. But again, like, Bland keeping up with, and Hydra now with 5 max outs, keeping up with the pack a little bit. Oh wait, does Broden have 4 or 5?
Believe it's 4.
Okay. And thank you so much. Shout out to Observic in the chat, giving us stats about these players. Thank you so much.
Yes. So a little bit of a lull here as all 3 of the players currently on stage are just underway. And it looks like we're around just over 45 minutes remaining here.
Yeah, so still a good amount of time. We'll see what these players do. Bland's still on a little bit of a break, but they're probably going to be back soon-ish.
Yeah, I would imagine. They're having a fairly good run here and maybe just doesn't want to burn out before the end of qualifier.
Yeah, actually, that is pretty smart.
Yeah.
Like, not, like with all these tournaments, you have to play for so long. It's, oh my god, like as a player, it gets draining after even like one match. It's like one match, high caliber, and it's like then you have to keep doing that over and over and over again, and it's like it's really tough. Like,
Yeah.
as much as we're having fun, it gets
Oh my god.
a lot. Oh my,
Did you see that burn from Hydrant?
That is some like Stack Rabbit level knowledge.
That was really good.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh,
Dirty
huge
Tetris.
Dirty Tetris from Broden. Wow. What's that? 8 rows up.
Well, it looks like we're not in a bit of a lull right now.
Yeah.
They're making it interesting. They're refusing us a break. We gotta keep our eyes peeled.
Always watching. Trying to go for another dirty one here. There it is. Dirty Tetris for Broden.
Oh. Ugh.
Armstrong getting the game going here. 344.
Speaking of Bland, Bland is back. So
Yes.
I think they just went and took a little bit of a break. Just doesn't want to overexert themselves.
Yep. We don't chain players to their chairs.
Yeah, like
Unless you're Huff. But then Huff does that to himself. So
yeah. Shout out to Huff though, very
Yes.
good player.
Oh yeah. All right. So looking up at the leaderboard, Tyler and Shake have gotten 3 on the side station. Draco at 2, Aoife with 2, and Poyo on the board with 1. Uh-oh. Yeah, Armstrong have to restart that. All right. So Hydrant 373, Broden 353. They started their game at about the same time, so if they were playing a match, Hydrant would be just barely ahead.
Yeah, this is kind of a good, like, if it's a match,
Yeah.
like, pretty good.
Bit of a drought for Hydrant here.
This first qualifying session, it's starting to bring the question of, how many do you think are going to compete in the bracket, right? The North
422, Broden at 401.
Yeah, Hydrant with a little bit of a lead here.
Look at this drought for Broden, though. SZ burst, my goodness. Gets a Tetris, but you have to clean up a little bit.
Wow, what I think of GMJ. Masterclass maneuver.
Oh, but that is uncomfortable for Hydrant right now. Gonna have to burn. Oh
Yeah.
no, that long bar for
Whoa,
Broden.
Broden, no.
Oh no.
Man.
And Hydrant is gonna take this game.
Well, we'll see if he actually does. He'll need about another 500 plus thousand here to get that max out. Also could squeeze in a higher kicker as well. Currently has an 853. And that puts him about 50,000 points behind Bland in that respect.
And
There we go.
Hydrant reaches level 19. So that is gonna be pretty good. 500 so thousand points.
Yeah, respectable transition. And is having a bit of a better start than the last 19 as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Going to try to avoid that 29 chase down.
Yeah, doesn't want to have to play on 29 because that is stressful. Very stressful.
And one of the things to talk about with that 29 pair of 29 runs that he had as well is that you see that, and if you're playing against him, you know that if you top out, he's going to chase that down on 29.
Yeah.
Unless you're like 500,000 ahead or something.
And
So-
that's what, like, if you're not able to play on the kill screen, like, that's something, like, you top out into 29, you got, like, a really good score, but then it's like, oh my god, they're still playing. Like, if your opponent is, like, Hydrant, as we've seen, like, can just play singles and doubles on kill screen to just chase that down. And yeah, Hydrant in a little bit of a dig right now, but should be okay.
Yeah, tried to do a spin there and didn't quite work out. course,
But
those spins on level
Wait,
19
it-
give you an idea how difficult they are to perform. If you've heard the phrase frame perfect before,
come on.
it's not quite that, but it's 2 frames instead of 1 that you have to get that tap in.
Oh, dirty Tetris.
Yeah, nice
oh my
dirty
God.
Tetris. 671 on 24. And it's dropping this down. DMJ on the board again.
DMJ with max out number 9? Is that 9?
Yeah, I think that would have to be.
Wow.
Unless Marfrum's entering it as she sees him.
So yeah, he's kind of pulling away a little, but these players still have time. So
You have a question in chat here. They're asking when is your qualifier?
oh, yes, I am qualifying in the next slot. I will be on Classic Tetris. I will be on the main stage, playing alongside Dog playing Tetris, Pixel Andy, and Fractal. So
That is a heck of a 4 there, let me tell
like,
you.
I'm a little starstruck. Like these are all players I look up to, and like just being able to play next to them on that stage, it's kind of a dream come true for me.
Let's go ahead focus on hydrants. If we can get
Yep.
Chris to step aside for a moment. Thank you. 919 with 1 line to go.
And
Let's get going with a bar dependency. 958.
wait, is he gonna try to set up? Wait, and he gets it.
Gets the Tetris.
So just needs a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, this, you definitely just line this out.
That's the first time.
There it
There we
is.
go. Max out for Hydrant. Number 6.
6 for Hydrant.
And that is the 3rd time that he's had to play on 29 for that max out. But again, that shows us how like his skill with level 29 speeds, able
Yeah.
to handle the pieces. And like that is sometimes what you need.
Yeah. Like, I keep eyeballing the main stage. I've seen some attempts at 29 chase downs that haven't worked.
Yeah.
That fall short. So, being able to do that is very important.
Yeah, it takes a lot of just like you have to stay focused. You can't like you have to have those like hit every single roll. Like it is very stressful. Very
Yeah.
stressful.
Bland back in the driver's seat here, 659 on 21.
So crawling back up.
Oh, nice burn. But as is the MO in Classic Tetris, if you do something good, you mess up something easy.
Yeah. Like
Oh, choosing not to go dirty there. Right in front of them, but
and look at Armstrong too. Very solid pace there. Oh, but
Oh, the L drop
I am
it.
so sorry.
another Tetris, another commentator curse. This should be fixable, though.
Yeah,
this
that
is
should
low
be
enough.
fixable.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just a 1 hole in the stack. And on a great pace, has time to do something about it.
Yeah, so isn't gonna get well actually yeah, gonna be just shy of that 600, but still pretty solid,
Clean into 19,
Yeah.
598. Very nice.
which is all that matters.
Bland in a bit of trouble here.
Needs the right oh my
the
god.
drop. Okay, the next square goes where it needs to go.
But gets that bar.
Oh, needs something for the left.
Needs something. Gets it over.
Terrible S. But
Oh
the
my
bar
god,
comes
and
in for the
another bar,
triple,
but
look
oh
at the
that
left
is
side.
that is
That
bad.
is a high 5 tap, and it's not going to happen.
It's not gonna get it.
728. Nice try for Bland, but
Oh
they have
no.
to go back to the drawing board, look for their 6th.
Oh wait.
Armstrong, meanwhile. .706 on 21. And Armstrong really is looking to make a run here. But
Oh
there's
but
a drop, couple misdrops. That is a very interesting tee there.
didn't get the
And
bar in time to fix
This
that.
is all of a sudden very dire, and that's
Ah.
not going to happen.
Could've
735.
gotten at 735. Ugh. That is so annoying.
Oh, that one was a promising one.
Yeah, oh my god. Brutal there for Armstrong.
These tucks for Hydrant. Trying to get this right side filled out and manages to do so with only one burn there.
A lot of people maxed it out this year. The floor has really been off, right? The play was really off the floor this time around.
So Hydrant in a bit of a drought here. Broden's in a drought as well. This one a bit longer, 38, 39, not quite 40. But kept the board clean. It's going to get the bar over for the Tetris, 357.
Still holding out for the Vits. Yeah.
That Vits set up for
Needs
Hydrant.
one more long bar to fill in the Vits.
Oh, and gets two in a row.
Nice Vits.
395, gonna get another Tetris to go to 418. Hydrant with a pretty strong start to this one.
And had a little bit of like another Vits setup, but isn't going to take it. Still a very solid game. Just pulling all the moves. Has a lot of time.
So Broden getting close to level 19. I don't know if that can get to 500.
Beautiful Vits there for
Pretty sure it can.
Hydrant. He is happy about that. He's very happy about that. That was good. That was very good.
Another Tetris 477. And you can see we're even seeing a little bit of push down from him. Gets a Tetris 501 into level 19. Certainly can do something with that. Hydrant getting close as well. This already at 533. He's gonna have to take a couple burns here. So one more Tetris before 19. Not quite a 600.
But still pretty good.
At 583, I would be very happy with that transition. Especially if you're only going for a max out.
Yeah. And hopefully isn't going to have to play on the 29 speeds this time, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. So going for max out number 6 is Hydrant. Trying to take over the lead on this stage anyway.
Actually, though, like, that's pretty well done from Hydrant to just sort of like stay ahead of everyone else despite sort of a little bit of an early, like, slow start. Like,
Yeah.
it really seems like he's picking it up.
He's definitely turned on the Jets. That 29 play has been, it's been crucial to be where he is right now. Oh, that's a, I don't know if that was a double flip or what.
Nice double tuck there, though. And,
Can we get this
Gonna have to burn a
easily?
little.
This is gonna take a bit of an effort.
yeah. But, that's
Oh, very
beautiful.
nice for the left side.
But, okay, there's the bar. Gonna help a lot.
All right. And yeah, he's done. Very nice. That's one of the things I've been noticing about Hydrant today is that he's got those really smart burns.
Yeah.
Where he might have a big gap like he just did with that 3 wide there, and he just opens it right up very quickly.
And like if you get into that situation, being able to burn like smartly and like you want to get out as much as possible as fast as possible because you don't want to stay in a dig for that long.
Yeah.
So he's showing us that like despite digging, like that won't affect him. That won't slow him down that much.
Yeah. And don't look now. 8:57 on 25. This is right around the corner.
Broden like kind of on the
883. Another Tetris for Broden.
Number 10. Wow.
Here we go. Where's the bar for Brodendamp? There it is. Tetris 957.
Hydron at 935. Just
Boom Tetris for Broden. Just needs
and
one.
there
Oh,
you
he
go.
takes a triple.
Max
Yeah.
out for Broden.
Kiwi would be proud. Don't be a hero. Take the triple. Squawk.
Hydrant also on the verge of maxing out.
977 just needs a bar now.
And
And
there we
boom,
go.
Tetris for Hydrant.
That is max out number 6 for Hydrant Dude.
Very nice.
So well done to both of them for getting those max outs.
Yeah.
Broden just keeps going. Like, he's not stopping.
Yep. I'm just taking a look at the leaderboard right now. I just heard DMJ get his 10th max out. So he is running away with this. Red shirt with 7 and a high kicker. Bland, of course, with 5, but Hydrant passing that with 6. Brodendamp now also having 5 and will be ahead of Bland as well. So Bland kind of slowed down a little bit, but still time.
Yes, definitely
About 30 minutes.
a lot of time to catch up to pack.
Like you have the run and show and everything.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be doing an ad break. So you'll have like 3 minutes to kind of relax or chill out or whatever. It's at I think 12:45 or so.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait, so
and then the ad reads as well.
okay, right, yeah. So we start the ad reads at 12:45.
No, we're showing ads on Twitch at 12:45. The run of show has the schedule for doing ad reads.
Oh,
There's
okay.
gonna be the Red Bull like Starkey's gonna do. Here.
Right, okay.
Armstrong 359 right now, 81 lines, so fairly good start to this one.
Oh, we're doing the ad read now. Oh.
See if Armstrong can dig out of this.
Red shirt with another max out. Had to do it post 29.
Needs to get some over the right, and we'll go for the dirty here. But Bard is a no-show. So
Oh
Armstrong
my god.
not going to try to set it up again. Just going to get this down.
People asking in the chat when my qualifier is, and I'm going to be playing next at 1 p.m. So like in around 40 minutes-ish, 50 minutes, something like that.
Yep, give or take.
Yeah, so I am going to be playing next. And I will be on the main stage, Classic Tetris. So if you want to see my qualifier, yeah, show up.
That's where to go.
That's insane that like I'm commentating and then like immediately after I have to play and people are just like asking me like when are you qualifying? When are you qualifying? It's like
They want to know. They want to see a good qualifier. So
I feel so famous.
So we've got Brodendamp
What the heck was that from Hydrant?
349 right now. What's this drought for Hydrant though?
45? What the heck?
What the heck?
Finally gets a bar. What?
But is it too late? Oh my goodness. Huge drought for Hydrant.
Was I invited to commentate or did you volunteer? I volunteered to commentate. I don't
Yep.
think they're like specifically inviting people except for like the obviously the main people they're gonna
Yeah.
invite. But
I think the only ones that are actually getting invites are Chen and Tang. So
yeah, the important ones.
those two are very important.
One day I'll be commentating the finals. One day. One day.
A lot of high boards here. Still pretty, not early in 18, but still a ways to go to 19. And Hydrant's bringing the board down, but 44% Tetris rate is
It's not the best, but
no.
obviously, like, again, anything can happen. He could just
Yeah.
go in with whatever score and then come out with a max out.
Yeah, we've already seen that happen a number of times for Hydrant. And you can see Hydrant showing at 7 max outs.
Yeah, 7. Just, like, right behind Redshirt.
Yeah, it's fairly close.
And it has been that level 29 that's sort of been, like, carrying him.
Oh, yeah.
So.
the
Oh
double
my god.
flips, 2 in a row.
Oh my god. Oh,
That is not
no.
going to be survivable. Oh, man.
Yeah, oh my god.
You can see him just kind of shaking his anchor hand there. Kind of a,
Broden goes in at 528.
yeah.
So pretty solid game there. A little bit of a drought, but he is going to get a bar.
We'll get the Tetris as
Beautiful,
well.
beautiful. Oh my god. That's kind of crazy.
Bland having a reset there at 272. Of course, Bland already has 5 maxes. Would love to get some more because, you know, our max projections say that that's silver right now, and that's insane to say.
Yeah, like playing like just so well, and then it's like, oh, now you're not even going to be in the main bracket. It's like you're getting like 7 max outs, which is a lot of max outs. It's like the competition is so tough these years, and like it's just ridiculous what everybody can do. Like everybody is just playing so well, and again, like this is kind of scary. Like as a competitor, this is very scary for me.
Yeah.
Like seeing everybody, it's
Almost everyone's here, so
yeah, like
everyone is hungry. Everyone wants to do well.
exactly, and oh, Broden. Oh my god.
That was a tough burn to take.
I think switch to rolling. So gonna try to dig out using that.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness, needs a 5-tap left. Did
gets
make
it.
a little more comfortable. But
Oh,
no, that's gonna
no.
do it. 645. Not going to be enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, he will submit a kicker. DMJ with a kicker. In Valley. Only just to,
So Armstrong currently at 373.
but yeah, mostly just Armstrong there, sort of close to transition. A little bit of a slow. Actually, not really.
Yeah, 62%.
Yeah, 62 is fine.
It's decent.
I don't know. I might have just like misread the score or something.
421.
It's like what you were saying about like when you get to that level, you just miss the most obvious things. Like,
Yep.
uh,
Long bar dependency here is not the most favorable, and this is just waiting too long for it.
but he's gonna get a Tetris out of that.
Yeah,
But
but
that
this is gonna kill the pace pretty good.
Yeah, that is a tough task, and he's just gonna top out.
Just
It's like,
gonna reset. Yeah.
no, it doesn't want to play it out.
All right. So Hydrant back in a game here, and this is a really good run right now. 330 at 70.
Yeah, 80% Tetris rate.
He's looking to
Uh,
get a decent 600 transition and maybe avoid 29 for once.
yeah, yeah. Hydrant having to play on 29 for that's like
Yeah.
4 out of the 7, right?
Mhm.
Like that is a lot of 29. He doesn't. It is good practice, but like that slows you down a lot.
Yeah.
Really, some more LPs would have been good. Like, I don't disagree with you. He was the one that showed up.
And it's stressful. So
Oh, Bland recovering from a double flip there. Ooh.
just a little bit of like, just a little bit of an umbrella there.
Yep.
Doesn't you don't want your umbrella for that long.
Exactly.
It's a nice recovery there from
Just-
Bland.
Just cover the well for a little bit. Avoid the rain. That's all I got to do. Ooh, Vitz attempt here. There's the bar.
Nice Vitz.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Let me try that again. Nice Vitz.
So 322 for Bland, still pretty early in 18. Broden 308, not even halfway through 18. And Hydrant 519, still 6 Tetrises remaining. Some pretty strong scores here for these three.
Yeah. Except for Armstrong, who's starting out, but like, you know, he's gonna get there. He's definitely gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't blow everyone out of the water. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no, but that misshift.
Tetris for Hydrant. Hydrant still with 3 Tetrises to go. This is possible 600. There's the bar. There it is. 595. And here we go. 619 for Hydrant.
So, on fire right now. Probably like could be a shot to just not have to play 29. Take a little bit of a break.
Exactly. So another Tetris there for Hydrant.
649. So
Looking at the other games, it's like Bland's trying to get back on the horse here. 509 at 117.
yeah, it looks like is taking a little bit slower this time. But yeah, now getting back into it. Gonna score more Tetrises.
Yep.
Get that max out now. So let's see what they can do here.
Looks like we are down to under 20 minutes in this qualifier.
So that's like time for like 2 or maybe 3 max outs, right?
Probably 3 with as far as these players are in their games.
Yeah.
Drought for Hydrant here, but gets the bar after 23 and will bang down the Tetris.
Oh my god. That tang from Armstrong.
Oh,
Oh, that was
ouch.
brutal.
It's rough when you feel it's your controller that's betraying you.
Yeah. Oh my god. Look at Hydrant. Yeah. Hydrant? Please?
Okay, good. Bar.
I would like to do whatever it takes to not commentate or curse Hydrant right now. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
Hydrant gets that over, has the right side. There's the bar. There's the Tetris.
Good.
770. Hydrant will survive. And actually has a pretty good score to try to get this done before 29.
Yeah, but that kind of hurt his sort of Tetris right there. Falling a little bit short.
Yeah, it's down to 62, but still some time to get some more Tetrises. There's one, 809.
But
Oh, Broden with a couple of misdrops there. Can't get anything left.
wait, I mean, could potentially no, but
Oh, that's going to do it. 615. And you can kind of see a little bit of fatigue coming in for these those tough 5 taps. That you
yeah.
have to perform very quickly and very accurately.
An hour and a half is a long time to be playing. So,
Yep.
like, it's just insane.
Yep, 916 for Hydrant. But not really getting good pieces here. I don't see where his next Tetris comes from. I think
Okay.
we're going to see more 29.
Yeah. Which he does.
Unless
Wait, is he gonna do it?
he's going for it.
He
but
needs the
another
bar
drought.
though.
Not the time game.
No, wait. That's
Oh my God, goes
my
into
God.
29 at 972.
and that is a little bit of a dicey board.
Wow. Hydrant trying to stay alive here.
This is tough. This is a little tough.
He's getting it down though.
Yeah, I think a triple would do it.
No,
No,
but
but-
he covers it. Still alive. Needs a bar. Gets the bar for the double.
994.
But can't
No.
get the 4 tap to the left. He's going to top out at 994. That will be a new kicker.
Oh my God! What a
Wow.
unfortunate finish there for Hydrant.
I think that there underscores why you don't want to rely on 29, because 29 is not a guarantee.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks like, actually, I think Hydrant
Man.
was trying to go for it before 29.
Yeah, he was. He's trying to get the 2 rows up, but then just got droughted at the wrong time. Board kind of fell apart, but he was able to recover.
Yeah.
But not enough to finish it out.
And so maybe it would have been better for the 29 for him to sort of like rely on that 29 in that situation.
And meanwhile, we completely missed Bland getting max
Yeah,
number 6.
so sorry, Bland. That is max out number 6 for Bland.
Well done. Bland is really bringing it today.
Got it done at 29. That is max out number 11.
DMJ is being very scary today. So everyone early on in this, around 15 minutes left. Of course, we'll probably be getting updates pretty soon as to when the end of the session is.
Yeah. Just a little bit of extra time.
Team go for the firm of the square. I was really surprised not to see it, but regardless, it's going to reset.
Drought for Hydrant, but look at the bar. 6 for 6, 7 for 7. Hydrant has decided not burning is the answer. Oh, okay, good.
That is-
Very good tea there.
Yeah, Hydrant, like, he's done his research.
Yep.
He's done his homework.
This is a bit of a problem, though.
Yeah, that's something I don't think any robot would do that, but
Nope.
you know, it's fine. Everybody makes mistakes.
Kind of felt like he was trying to go for a perfect run there.
Yeah, oh well. Oh, but
Oh my God. Tetris down column
wow,
3.
what the heck?
Just getting it done.
The-
Another Tetris.
the
Have to do
game
some
is-
cleanup, but
The game is on his side today,
yes.
which is pretty good. The game's also on Broden's side with a 78% Tetris rate. Pretty good.
Yeah, getting pretty close to 19. Still about 7 Tetrises off.
And
So this could be a really good score.
for those of you who know, very good. Very good.
Yep.
And we have one line left. That's a tough out from Eric. And it's not even up to the kicker again, just short.
504.
Man,
Getting some close calls on the other stage and are getting the crowd going here.
wow, that's insane. It's always so heartbreaking, man.
Very good. Very good.
Another Tetris, 551, 3 to go.
Okay. That is Bland just demonstrating that they're just like they can pull out all the stops. What?
Yeah.
What in the world is going on?
It says right on my note here, big hole
I had to take a double there, but still able to get a potential 600. There it is, 600, 192.
Just
Pushdown
over.
points matter.
Yep. Which is actually true, because if anyone has heard of that perfect level 19 max out, pushdown points kind of made a big difference there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pushdown points matter.
Another Tetris for Broden. Hydrant on a bit of a run as well, 420 at 99 lines.
Mm-hmm.
Broden trying to weather this drought.
Is gonna
He
open
opens
the
things
well.
up.
Yep.
There it is, Tetris for Brodendam. 712.
So looking pretty good on that 24, 26 max out. Could get it on level 26, something like that.
Perhaps another Tetris 743.
And these pieces not quite the best for Broden, but I was gonna scream if he got like droughted again. Oh my god.
777. See if this is a lucky game. Gets another Tetris. It's just 6 off now.
So has all of the time in the world.
Yeah.
Just needs to play it safe, like not make too many mistakes as happened before.
You can kind of see he's playing it very safe here. Another Tetris 871.
Oh, red shirt. Just gonna miss max out number 10, but will up the kicker to a 9-8.
All right, looks like we are down to about a little over 10 minutes.
So we're looking at 1 or 2. What the heck? Hydrant gets that long bar over.
Yes.
But as I was saying, that's around 2 more games.
Yeah, about 2 games.
Well,
Broden rather, 884 has not been able to really get Tetrises though. But now it's set up. 10-minute warning. This is the official 10-minute warning. Tetris for Broden Damp, 922. That's 2 and change.
where's the bar though?
It is not making an appearance at the moment. Oh, of course it comes.
Oh.
Well, the well's covered.
Okay, but there's a bar. 960, so
Set up
just
again.
needs 1 more and maybe like a few burns.
Well, there's your burns.
Yep, 970.
Just got to get set up somehow, but that long bar dependency is not looking safe.
Oh, but that
Oh,
center
the
well,
column eight.
beautiful.
Tetris into max out, number 6 for Brodendamp.
Wow. What a smart setup there from Broden.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was getting a little nervous that it wasn't happening on the right side, but then we just watched that well develop and got the bar right away. Huh. Broden's
It's
going again.
pure genius. That's what I'm saying. Like all these players are just so good. They're so good. I'm terrified. I'm very terrified.
Well, we'll see what we can get going here in the final under 10 minutes.
And it looks like Bland and Hydrant looking for their 7th and 8th max outs respectively. So I don't know why it's not updated for Bland.
Yeah, Bland is up to 6. They just got one a moment ago. Just a little.
Oh my
They
god.
have to run the scores over. Hydrant getting into a little bit of a spot here. Needs a bar, but is keeping it open. Bang Tetris 919.
And oh
And a
no.
Tetris for Bland 918. Both of them are close.
And hopefully
There's
like-
a Tetris.
just needs 1 more before kill screen. Could get it before kill screen.
Plenty of time.
And
There it is.
there we
Boom,
go.
Tetris for Hydrant.
Hydrant gets a max out on
Number
level 28.
8.
Doesn't need the kill screen. Has
Bland just needs 1 and change. Boom Tetris 993.
could even just burn this.
And Bland
And-
says, keep the change.
I am gonna get the max out.
Number 7 for Bland.
Got the board for TSJ. He's got time for at least 1 more here.
All right, so what are we looking at? We're looking at probably just under 7 minutes to go here. It's going to be tough to get 2 games in. And Brodendamp possibly could do it. Oh, we're seeing a 19 start out of Bland. An attempt to maybe get 2 games in.
And we also saw that earlier too. Bland played a little bit of 19, just wasn't able to get anything going.
Yeah,
Let's see if they can do something here with this game.
we'll see. 19 can be a tricky start if you're not used to it, but Bland knows what they're doing. We'll see how that game goes. And of course, as we get into the territory where we get to the point where no matter what, you have one game left. I want to see if anyone's going to pull out the 9 start.
Yeah.
We saw Bendy do that last year.
Which oh my God. Oh no. But at Genesis, I don't know if you remember, I had some time to do, I think, like 2 games, like one kicker and something, and I was really, I think, like, some people, if you, like, remember, I went and I started on level 12, which is a homage to the Classic Tetris level 12 tournament. Shout out Evesy. And, like, I got my kicker on that, so
There you go.
level 12 matters.
Hydrant probably not enjoying his time in this game at the moment. So probably about 5 minutes and change. We'll hear Bidwell in a moment. There it is, 5 minutes remaining.
That is time for one more game.
Tetris for Bland. Bland has gotten almost 70 lines here in about 2 minutes. It's going to be really close. If Bland can get this max early, that would be extremely helpful, but the Tetris rate does not look good.
Yeah, only a 36% Tetris rate. That might eat up all of the time. But we'll have to see. Like, anything is possible because it is level 19 speed. You have more scoring potential.
Another Tetris. Checking on the other games. Armstrong 355 through 77. That's a pretty good pace. 319 for Hydrant through 81. And Broden 198 pretty early on. 221 at 51.
So, looking pretty good on this last game. And there's the black pixels again.
Yeah.
At least it's not covering the scores.
Yeah, we can still see the scores, thankfully. But if you do something cool, we may not see it. Okay, it's back to normal.
Yeah. Hopefully they didn't do anything cool. If you guys in the chat want to help us out, like, we'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone watching online sees that. I think that's just our hardware here that's being a bit finicky at times. Bit of a drought here for Armstrong, 410. And Armstrong's going to get out of this pretty handily, I think. What are those pieces, though? Ooh, misdrop of the T.
Can burn out of this, but just
It's going to be...
Oh, but
all right, that's good. That is good.
Very good. Very good.
And Armstrong...
No, but the long bar.
Yeah, some decisions that looked good at the time, but then future pieces made look silly. Armstrong finishing up the dig and will get the Tetris. 449. Bland into level 20 at 486, so a lot of work to do for Bland, but not impossible. 573 for Hydrant with one more Tetris before transition. And Brodendam, 432, 95 lines. Really good score there.
Yeah, that 75% Tetris rate, yeah, pretty good.
Yep.
And it looks like all of them pretty good. Bland a little bit on the slower side, but everyone looking pretty solid with a very strong chance to just finish it out with one more max out.
Yes, that would certainly be ideal. So we are pretty much in our last 2 minutes. Bland getting into trouble here. That's not going to be survivable. So Bland does have a chance to start one more game.
but isn't able to squeeze in.
Yeah. And Bland will go ahead and get started with their final game. It will be an 18 start. Hydrant 707 on 21. That's insane.
Oh, but that is
That's a
Oh,
scary
but
oh, dirty Tetris out of nowhere.
beautiful, beautiful long
Whoa.
bar for the Tetris.
Oh
No,
no!
Wait,
No! Hydrant's going to top out at
Oh my God,
740.
no.
But fortunately, the good news for him, there is still time. But we're down to seconds at this point. So you need to get going. "30 seconds remaining."
yeah, 30 seconds. So that is one, like, just a little bit of time to squeeze in that last game.
Yep. So this is the point where you evaluate your game and figure out whether you want to keep going. I think if I'm Armstrong and Brodendamp, I keep going. This is a good game. So Armstrong, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Players are playing their final games of the qualifying session. There's a Tetris. Armstrong 8-16. Playing one row up here, but a couple of misdrops coming in, but this is still savable. Brodendamp at 658. Level 22. 831 for Armstrong, in a bit of a drought, but he's going to get out of it.
He's going to stay alive, and again, with time expired, that's all that matters at this point. You've got to make this one game count.
This might take 29 for Armstrong.
And DMK doing just that, Sharky.
Four, no, that is 5 Tetris is needed. There's one. 875.
13, lucky 13.
Has column 4 open. Where's the bar?
Eric and Redshirt still on 8.
There's the bar. Boom, Tetris 911.
Before their game will conclude, provided they stay alive.
Trying to get set up one more time.
Eyes on DMK. There's one, there's the Tetris.
Oh no. Needs a bar. Bar's not coming. 2 lines to transition. And it's not going to happen. Armstrong going to top out at 917. That is not a kicker. They have a 980 already. So Armstrong going to finish with 1 max and 980 for the kicker. Meanwhile, back to Brodendamp, 771. Level 25. Boom Tetris go 804. Another Tetris to go to 836. Oh, the Corian adjustment for Brodendamp. Keeping things going. Another Tetris, 873. There's the bar. There's a Tetris, 906. 3 more. Up to 940. Can he finish this out? Has 10 lines before transition, but only needs 2 Tetrises. And is taking the triple. Now has no burns before transition. And it's going to have to take one. 989. Here we go. Level 29. Gets the bar over. It's not enough. 998. And he's going to top out at 998. Are you kidding me? It is a kicker. But, oh, just one. 2, looks like 2 lines shy of getting that max out number 7 on the board. Oh, man. So close. And Brodendamp's going to be hoping that my prediction's a little more on than memes, but man, 998. Yikes. So, 2 players remain. It's Hydrant and Bland. At least at this station, these are our 2 leaders. Hydrant will finish ahead of Bland, no matter what happens here.
And that's the triple. Redshirt's in trouble at the top.
But I'm watching this final game for Red Shirt here. Wow, Red Shirt is doing stuff amazing right now, but I don't think he's staying alive. So that does mean that Hydrant has an opportunity to pass Red Shirt with a max out here.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens as we're approaching level 19. Bland kind of a little off pace, still at 443 with 2 Tetrises remaining. There's one. And we'll go in at 491. Hydrant, though, still has 5 Tetrises. Could transition in at 630.
So, lots of runway here.
Yes.
Just has to keep it up, basically. Bland at 20 with 567, so that 60% Tetris rate, still maxed out pace.
Yes. Bland would love to get another one on the board, and you would hope that would solidify gold bracket, but you never know this year.
Yeah, no. You never know.
Ooh. Oh no. Big drought. 30 and counting.
And a double flip, so
This is not good. Finally gets a bar.
that is a tall order.
Yeah, now we're starting to fall a bit off pace. But Bland will get the triple. Oh, what?
Come on.
Gets a bar for the dirty Tetris. I don't know if that was intentional or if it was an undertap, but it worked out.
Yeah, and now they're completely down to the bottom, so just really making good work right now of
Yeah.
every Tetris.
706 on 24 is certainly within range. Hydrant at 724 on 21 is looking to get it done early. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, gets the right side open. We'll get that triple and get this down to the bottom. So this is going to be a bit tough to get before 29. Like, we're still looking at 8 Tetrises to go.
Yeah, but there is the level 29.
There it is. Another Tetris, 818. Could possibly get this before 29 still.
What a heartbreaker there right at the end. I mean, it's just, that's how it goes sometimes.
Hydrant Tetris 874 on 24. Oh, okay, he's got to take the double. There's the Tetris 891 and another one to go to 926. I don't know if 2's enough.
But even like a little bit of
Oh, it is
kill
not
screen,
enough.
but just a little bit of kill screen would be good.
Yes. Clean into kill screen 998.
Wait,
Oh. Okay,
There we
it
go.
is. Boom Tetris for Bland. Could have taken the double, but why do it safely when you can do it in style?
exactly. And so that is a very, very triumphant max out number 8 for Bland.
8. And Hydrant, boom Tetris into number
That
9.
is Hydrant's 9th max out, and he is going to finish off with 9 max outs and a 994.
Well done. That is some very good qualifying from both Bland and Hydrant. And Broden and Armstrong did amazing as well. It's going to be tough to see either of them. I think Broden can still make it, but he's really hoping on my prediction being right over yours. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah. No, for sure.
So yeah.
Let's just let
play this out too.
yeah. Hydrant with that 1.1 million,
Yeah.
and it's just gonna top out. Oh well.
1, GG.
That's unfortunate, but still 9 max outs.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
That was a lot of fun. And these qualifiers are just going to get crazier and crazier as the day
Yeah,
goes on.
like the more like everybody qualifies in the second or third slot, and that is like you're gonna see people like I mean I guess me, I count. But you see Dog, you see Fractal, you see obviously Blue Scooty, who had the documentary made about him. Pixel Andy. Oh god,
Alex.
I'm blanking. Alex T. SV,
SV, yeah, that's right.
who's the UK champion.
Cobra's here.
Yep.
Alpha's here.
Cole Bucket, who had
Cole
that
Bucket's here?
countdown video.
Oh, Cole Buckets is like, I don't know what's gotten into him. I wanna have what he's having.
Yeah, no, like he's just been on a tear lately.
Yeah,
And it's like obviously like it's like a lot of these top players are sort of like from sort of like the 2020 like generation, but Cole Bucket relatively new and getting up there.
Yeah.
So like he's proving that like the old guard like they should watch out. Which I mean I should watch out too because I'm technically part of that. So
Yep. So I think we're about to go to an ad break here, and then we'll be back on the other side of that. Not quite sure when that's going to happen, but I'm sure we'll get notified when we go now. All right, so we will go to the ads.